shorter composer. Mozart, Beethoven.
Then Earlier, and with Piazzolla. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
They're in their home,
Well, it just makes it easier
but
on listening
I
to.
never liked French.
I'm Rachel Christensen and I play violin. I often play principal second violin with the Manitoba Chamber Orchestra. And I get to be in this wonderful trio. I play violin in this trio. And I'm a mom of 7 kids.
Hi, my name is Momoko Matsumura. I'm a freelancer in Winnipeg and I play violin and viola. I play in the Manitoba Chamber Orchestra for quite some time.
Hi, my name is Minna Chung. I am associate professor at the University of Manitoba Desautels Faculty of Music. I am I moved to Canada from the U.S. about 14 years ago, and I have been playing with the Manitoba Chamber Orchestra on a regular basis for quite a number of years, and I am happy to play chamber music with other members. It's not often that it gets programmed like this, but with COVID, it's become a really wonderful one-off, if you can say that. Although it's been 2 years now.
Hopefully we'll play
Amazing.
together again.
Yeah.
Amazing. Great. That brings us to the first question. So how long have you been working together? Do you perform often together as a string trio?
This is our very first time. We've never done this before. So I think we were lucky that Boyd put us together and we got to make some great music together. So
there are so many challenges of putting together not only a program, but 3 individuals who typically play in a larger setting together to suddenly becoming soloists in a way. So we were asked to put a program together, and with Rachel being a brand new mom, the timing wasn't ideal for, I don't think, any of us. And you'll find in the concert that Momoko is playing 2 instruments, viola for the string trio and then violin for the cello violin duo that we did together. And I must say, the 3 of us haven't had much downtime or a chance to talk together after the recording, because it was done in a very compressed time frame. But it's truly amazing what can happen when musicians have a goal in mind. And
Sure.
our rehearsals were not only furious in terms of our own individual preparation, but we did have to take time and just talk about our different ideas, and the time spent discussing styles and things like that actually was just as important as the physical part of trying to blend our sounds together. And it's a huge learning curve, even as professionals, from one rehearsal to the next. And I think we're just so grateful that we really are fond of each other, and I am just amazed at what both Momoko and Rachel do, because they're mothers. I'm a fur mama, like I have fur babies, and they're a handful, so I can't imagine what life is like with little human beings.
well, I think we all have creatures that are hanging on us or sitting on our feet or whatever when we're practicing, right? You do what you have to do.
That's right. Yeah, well, it was definitely a challenge because we just got phone call from Boyd, and I don't know how long we had to prepare, but we had to come up with programming, and we had to do the schedule for ourselves, and
I think
And
it's
we've been playing together for quite some time in MCO, but not individually. So we had to, come up, like as Minna said, we had to blend our sound, also the intonation. Everybody has their own pitch, so we had to come up to this
Hopefully.
match. Yeah. Hopefully, actually, we were so lucky. It didn't take so long to blend our sound, and it was really easy to work with those two wonderful musicians. So in the end, it was such a great experience.
Yeah.
Yes.
And for the preparation for a session like this, so for a recording session, how do you prepare differently for a recording session compared to a live concert?
Oh, that's a good question.
So specifically the preparation
Preparation
and the
for
rehearsals.
me, it's same. For me, it was all the same. Yeah, I was imagining we have audience. We are playing in a recording studio, so it was same for me.
That's it. Yeah, I think for me, it's mostly it's actually get mentally. It's knowing that you don't have an audience, but trying to mentally prepare to have the same kind of energy and have the same kind of output that you would if you were playing live. And I think that's the hardest part about it, actually, is because an audience brings so much energy to a performance, and you physically get your notes in your fingers and all the things that you want to say, and then the audience just brings so much life and energy to the performance, and that's the hardest part, I think, of doing just a straight recording, is that then you have to kind of pretend that they're still there, but then generate that energy from within, or for yourself. And so for me, I think it was more just like calming the beast in my head of like, it's going to be fine, we're going to play beautifully, and instead of completely freaking out, we're going to be in a recording studio for how many hours, and that kind of thing. So
well, it's there's a lot of unknowns even for us. Like, we know what we sound like live in that recording space, but they did tell us that the No Fun Club where we were recording, gorgeous, really, really
beautiful,
eclectic, lovely space, but that's quite dry, and that they would have to massage things and maybe add some professional reverb, but not too much, things like that. So the three of us have no idea what it will sound like after the post-production. So that makes me a little bit nervous. Momoko and I were able to kind of hear through headphones a little bit of the sound check. And I know going in as like the bass sound that I don't have to push as hard because there's a microphone right there.
Mm.
So there are a couple of times where I did ask the audio engineer, is it getting too rough? And he was really kind and was saying, like, you might want to, come back a little bit. So that gave me some idea, like, in many ways, like, your dynamic levels can be much more piano because the microphone is right there. But as Rachel was saying, to inspire yourself to be full of gusto when you need it is a whole nother energy that we have to keep going within ourselves, not only just concentrating and listening to the pure sound of the room, but also like keeping the tempo up, because as much as there is energy from the audience, I never really noticed until there's just 5 people in a very dry room. And
so all that to say, we love our MCO audience and can't wait to play for you again.
yeah.